my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another all over the place crochet broadcast video. Yes, 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 y'all. Listen, this is going to be somewhat of a quick video because honestly, I am on my way out the door, but I said I had to capture these dolls before I get them up out of here. And I wanted to show the family some things that I learned about making these triplets, y'all. And I'm calling them triplets because I made this one doll. I'm going to show y'all here. I got a request to make this doll, and she is absolutely gorgeous. And it's a different style doll to where really the head is stuffed and everything else is just kind of like the arms and the legs are not stuffed, and then they're single crochet. You just attach them, and then you have like this dress. So the person that I made it for was telling me that her daughter had a doll like this before, but the arm on one came off, so she was asking me could I make another one. When she saw this cutie, she was like, well, can you make me two more in two different colors? And I'm like, okay, here we go, I'll do it, right? So I didn't understand at first when I was going on this creating journey of making triplets. I'm like, listen, I forgot some of the things that I did with this one, but I also started making the second one. This is actually the second one, and this is the one that's not going to her, but you can clearly see a difference. Her head is not as tight, so her head came out bigger, and her arms and legs came out a little bigger too. And I was not satisfied with that. I was just like, I can't have my triplets, where one is bigger than the other, overly bigger. You can tell a difference. So to me, I was just like, okay, I'm not going to keep this one and give it to her. Plus, I didn't like how I positioned the eyes on this one. So I actually completed this one and said, you know what? No, we're going back to the drawing board. I understand that they don't all have to look exactly alike, but I want them to at least have like close similarities. I want them to at least, where you could say, you know what, the same person made those, because this one, what happened with this one, I'm gonna tell you really quickly, is I feel like I did not, I wasn't as tight on my stitches with this one. I got a little comfortable and I was crocheting a little faster, and I realized with amigurumi, for me to get my really nice, you can see the difference. For me to get those really nice, cute, tight stitches, I have to really be focused, and I have to really make sure my tension is correct. The tension was too loose here. It was just right here. So then I said, you know what? She's not going to waste because my daughter wanted her. So I'm not going to include the mask, but I'm going to do something cute for my daughter so she can keep this one. Now, this is one of the triplets. One of the other triplets. And like I said, I'm calling them triplets, y'all. They don't look exactly alike. And I did something different with the mask on this one because, like I said, when I first did this one, the mask and the hair thing was something that I was just going on a whim on. And I realized that I didn't write it down. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. But I'm like, hey, I'm not going to let that stop me. They're going to be triplets, but they're going to be unique in their own way. But the stitches look really good on this one. So this is triplet number 2. And I'm going to see if I can get all 3 of them in here because they're so cute, y'all. And this is number 3. And as you can see, each one of them have like the little cross on their shirt, on their dress, because they're nurses. So this is number 3. And look at the stitches on that too. So I think they turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love how the eye positioning was. And I think like they're not exactly the same, but they're so unique in their own way. So I wanted to come on and show that to y'all, just explain a little bit of, I'm saying, some of the things that I went through when the tension wasn't right. But I feel like they turned out really good. I'm actually about to go meet the lady. She's super nice. These are for her daughter. I'm going to meet her in the next 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to jump off of here. I want to wrap them up. I wanted to be able to present them in a good way and then give them to her. And I know she's going to love them because she saw the first one here and she absolutely loved them, but she hasn't saw the other 2. So I'm calling them my triplets. I hope y'all have a beautiful, amazing day. Y'all, let me know what y'all are making in the comments below. And as always, I want you to remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.